Welcome. Today's doing a little bit of a combination of things we did yesterday, or last week I should say, get my head straight. We are going to be doing some splitting of firewood, and we are doing another subscriber push-up challenge, outdoors and stuff. How you doing? Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. Just had to check on the goats, make sure everyone was good, give some water. And Freshly Wild says, let's go. Thanks guys for being first to jump in. Again, sorry I'm a couple minutes late. It's a farm, animals, stuff, you know how it is. But we're gonna just, we're doing things a little different. We're combining last weekend's 2 live streams into one. And guys, tell me if it's laggy at all and I'll switch the Wi-Fi off. I think I'm close enough, it should be okay, but keep me posted. We're gonna get started with splitting some firewood. Now, as far as this week's subscribe and I'll do 5 push-ups challenge, I've got a screen behind so I can see when we get a subscriber. It's gonna be a little harder because I've been chainsawing and stacking firewood and moving stuff around all morning, so I'm already feeling it. But hey, here's what we're here for. So let's just let's get right into it. We'll start with an easy one that we already partially split here. There's a couple knots in it, but I think we can blast right through it. And hope you guys are having a fantastic Sunday. Oh no, the knots are real in this one. We're going to hit it from the other side and see what happens. Oh, okay. We'll get there. One more. Oh, this one has a nasty knot in it. Oh, but we'll get through it. Oh, we're starting off with such a hard one. Why? Okay. One more. Full force. Here we go. Oh. Well, we're about to break it free. There we go. Sometimes it's easier to use your hands. We'll stack it a little bit, I think, as we go. Oh. Let's bring this in a hair. Something like that. I think that's better. We've got these small ones too that we're just gonna split once. So I've got the smaller axe and the bigger axe here today. Both of these axes are Fisker axes. This is a splitting maul. This is just a splitting axe. The recipe you shared, oh boy. Wrong, that was supposed to be dog food, my friend. We're gonna use the small one for splitting small stuff, the big one for splitting big ones. This one makes me feel like a samurai. Whenever I'm using the small knife here, or the axe, my words are not working this morning. Whenever I'm using a small one, it's so precise that I feel like a samurai, just cutting the wood. And then when I'm using the big one, I'm feeling more like a berserker. How are you guys doing? We are doing firewood splitting, and 1 sub equals 5 push-ups. I also want to set a goal in here if it'll let me this time. Let's do a gift goal. If we could get up to, we'll do 10. We'll do 10. If we could do 10 gifts, we are going to animal. Oh boy, this is tricky, guys. Trying to type on here is awful. Animal of choice gets an apple. There. Animal of choice gets an apple. Start goal. Okay, guys. So, as some of you guys know, we've got the rabbits, chickens, ducks, donkey, goats, cows, and I think that's it. So if we could get to that goal, we're gonna cut up an apple and we'll feed it to whoever you guys want. In the meantime, 1 subscriber equals 5 push-ups, and we're gonna split wood in the meantime. So this is a pretty physical live stream. This morning was nasty. It was minus 31 degrees Celsius when I had to get up at 3 a.m. and fire up the generator. Minus 31, it was brutal. So like I said, we got 2 axes here. We got the smaller Fisker and we've got the bigger axe. Both of them can do the job. It just depends which one I feel like swinging. And then, like I said, guys, feel free to chat. I'm here to chat too. I see TH Outdoors in the chat. How you doing? We are going to do same thing we did last weekend. And guys, for those who are here, is the music too loud in the background? Should I turn that down? Maybe a notch? If my phone will let me. Turn it down a notch. Okay, so let's split some wood. I'm not used to using the little axe. I always use the big one, but we're trying to save a little bit of strength here. And guys, 1 subscriber equals 5 push-ups. So hit that subscribe button, and in between split wood, we're gonna do some push-ups. Otherwise, we're just swinging an axe. What do you see, Lil? I got my dog running in the background. We're at my off-grid homestead. I have a screen in behind, so hit that subscribe button. And then I'll see you guys subscribe, and we'll get down and give you 5. In between doing physical labor. This feels like it's maybe a bad combination. Oh boy. We're gonna grab the big axe. Grab the big boy for this one. I see 1 subscriber, guys. We're getting down and giving you 5 push-ups. 5 push-ups for every subscriber. I see 1 subscriber. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in between, we're swinging the axe. Trying to get swole today. It's a workout. This is an off-grid workout. Whew. I feel like this one. We'll split it again. There we go. And guys, feel free to chat. Give me a little bit of a break from swinging that axe. We can have a conversation in between. Or just make me work. That's okay too. Got a little bit of water in my cute water bottle. It's still, it was minus 31 this morning. It's probably about minus 15, somewhere around there. It's not terrible, but it's definitely nippy. It's always surprising how fast you get used to it up here. Whew. Guys, remember, feel free to chat. Otherwise, oh boy. 1 subscriber equals 5 push-ups in between. And at some point when we get too tired, we'll take a break. We'll go visit the animals. So let's just swing that axe. We'll do even some of these smaller ones here. Samurai mode, the small axe. Nice. I feel like I'm gonna get tired fast today, guys. Okay. We're currently listening to some royalty-free, making sure I'm listening to the right playlist, some royalty-free music from YouTube. So thank you, YouTube. And swing that axe. Split that wood. This poplar's pretty green, so I want to split it more than once. Break it down to nice small pieces. Otherwise, it'll just take forever to burn. There we go. Oh. Oh. How are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good day? Anyone have any plans? Anything crazy going on? We could turn that down a little more. There we go. And accidentally close the screen. There we go. Put that back up so we can actually see what's going on. Okay. Oh. Despite it being a little cold today, it's beautiful out. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's sunny out, blue skies, slight breeze. Oh, this one's gonna be a bugger. Whew. Get this out of the way. Okay. Oh. Poplar is so heavy because it's a hardwood and it's super wet. So we'll just deal with it as we got it. Oh. There. And for those who are sticking around, sorry, you're going to hear me say it 1,000 times. In today's live stream, we are doing 1 sub equals 5 push-ups. So hit that sub button, and we'll get down and give you 5. Otherwise, we're just splitting firewood, getting those farm chores done. Heating the homestead. Oh. Ooh. That was close, just held together by that knot. There we go. We'll go back to a smaller piece here with the smaller axe for a second. There we go. Oh, right in top of the knot. I think we can get it. Split that one more time. One more time so it burns nice overnight. And set you down. And Freshly Wild says, Justin, what's going on? What are the current temps at the homestead? So this morning when I woke up, I had to get up around 3 a.m. and start the generator. It was minus 31 Celsius. So the main diesel generator did not want to start. So I had to start the backup gen, which also didn't want to start, but we got it. I ended up flooding it a little bit, and so when I got it to go, it came on and then it backfired and shot a fireball out the exhaust pipe, so that was cool. And then we got it going. And yeah, it's about minus 15 right now, so it is warming up. The rest of the week is supposed to be above 0, or as Americans, above 32. So we're looking at a really nice week. The last 2 days were awful. I have 2 goats that are due to have their babies any day. I've been saying it for over a month, so it's got to be more true today than yesterday. And yeah, I'm just any day now. I'm hoping that they wait till we get the positive degree weather. When the babies are born, when it's this cold, they got to come in the house, and you know, that's a little bit chaotic having baby goats running around my house, but we do what we got to do. And Outdoors and Stuff says, don't go crazy again. I'm not going to go full crazy mode, but we are still doing the subscriber challenge. So if we get 1 subscriber, we do 5 push-ups. So far, we've only had to do 5. It's a slow start to the stream, but that's okay. Fresh Wild says, sounds like it's active for a winter. It's been up and down. Our temperatures have been yo-yoing. It's been nice because normally we get these minus 30 degrees Celsius days and they hold on for days after day after day. It seems to be we'll get 2 or 3 and then a warm spell, and then 2 or 3 and then a warm spell. And I'll take that. I'll take that. The prolonged cold tends to freeze your water lines and your pipes. So this has been a pretty good year otherwise. I think I've only had the pipes freeze on me once, and it wasn't too bad to get them thawed. Oh! Did you guys hear that? That one did not want to split. There's just a knot right down the middle. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're gonna finish that one off with 1 good swing. Maybe, if I can get it to balance again. It does not want to stay up. We'll spin it around and try to finish it off. It's like a solo game of Jenga when you're trying to stack the wood. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh. There we go. So yeah, it's been on and off temperatures, but I'll take it. Hopefully we get a nice spring, nice summer. It's got lots of work to do on the homestead this year. I've got, I've got a cow about to give birth in the summer, spring, summer. I've got a donkey gonna give birth in the spring, summer. You know, we've got more baby goats coming any minute now. We're doing pigs. We're gonna breed them, have a lot more pigs. And I see a bit of a spike in people. Guys, 1 sub equals 5 push-ups. We're also splitting wood in between. So hit that subscribe button, make me work for it. We are at my off-grid homestead and we're just getting after it. We're splitting some firewood. We're gonna go hang out with the animals. And I see a subscriber, so we're gonna get down and give you 5. So how is it right about here? 5 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're at 10. We're gonna keep track of that total. I've got a screen behind so I can see when there's a live subscriber. So whenever you guys hit that subscribe button, I get down. Now, if you unsubscribe, I don't think I could take the push-ups back. And also we have a gift goal. I have an apple ready to go. If we hit 10 gifts, we are going to slice it up and give it to whatever animals you guys decide. Between the rabbits, the donkey, the goats, the cows, the ducks, the chickens, whoever. And Outdoors and Stuff says, "You're my huz." Cheers. Okay, let's get another piece of wood on that note. Oh. Okay, we're gonna use the big splitting maul for this one because this one's a doozy. This one's gonna be a little bit, it's frozen. And frozen either means pain in my butt or split super easy. Oh boy. I'm gonna lean towards the fryer. This one's gonna be a hassle, an absolute hassle. Okay, come on. Oh no, oh no. We found the hardest one. There's always one. There's always one that gives you grief. This is it. This is gonna be it. It's just a giant burl, a giant knot. There's one piece off. Once you get it started, it starts to give up. And then you can start breaking it down. Working your way around the outside, taking advantage of the smaller diameter. These are the knots that were holding this one together. You can see right there, another one in the corner, a big one on the end here. That just binds that wood together. Makes it so hard to split. Oh, but we got through it. Outdoors and Stuff, I feel like you're speaking, I got some frost building up on my beard. I feel like you're speaking the language of the youngins, of the kids these days. If I had to guess what huz means, I think it's your if I had to guess what huz was, it'd be like your celebrity crush, your husband. That one is all knots, so we're gonna leave it and we're gonna go on to another piece, but I could be completely wrong. Okay. Can I pick it up like this? No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe I can. That's how you pick up a piece of wood. Oh, but that one's gonna be another big one. This is another piece of poplar. I think it came from the same one that we just struggled with. So hopefully it goes a little smoother. Otherwise, yeah, so we've got all those animals that are gonna be giving birth this year. Plus we're getting pigs. And then I'm thinking next month, well, sometime end of March, I'm gonna buy a sawmill to start milling my own lumber. I figure there's no point rushing to buy it while I've still got all this snow out here. But once the snow starts to melt down, it'd be a good idea to start getting ready. I want to mill my own lumber, use it for the barn. I don't really care if it's green, if it warps or twists a little bit. It's going to be for an outdoor barn anyway. Animals are going to be chewing on the walls. I'm going to be replacing boards here and there anyway. Matters that much. And yeah, that'll be a good thing to have around the homestead for various projects. Sauna builds, woodshed, various things. So buy the sawmill, cut the trees, haul them out of the bush, mill the lumber, build the barn. It's gonna be an aggressive year. I think we're gonna have a lot of late nights. Hey, Lil, come here, Lil. Come here, come here. Lily, come say hi. Right here, hello. This is Lily. Lily is our yellow lab golden retriever, and she's a sweetheart. She's facing the wrong way, but that's okay. She's just out patrolling the farmyard, making sure there's no foxes, wolves, or coyotes. Isn't that right, Lily? Keeping us safe? Keeping us safe on the homestead. But Lily, I'm gonna need you to step off the log. Step off the log, my dog. Over here, over here. I want you to look out. Stay, stay, stay. You be safe. That one split nice. There we go. So it's going to be a very busy year on the homestead. And guys, reminder, if you hit that subscribe button, we're getting down, we're doing 5 push-ups. We've done 10 so far, so that's 2 subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. Once we're done splitting the wood, we're gonna go hang out with the animals. The subscriber challenge continues, but instead with farm animals around. And in the meantime, feel free to keep chatting. I'm answering pretty well everything because I got nothing else to do while I'm just swinging an axe. Swinging an axe, splitting some wood. Oh. Break it down. Just before I started the stream, I was using the chainsaw, getting everything prepared, getting everything ready. I'm almost out of downed wood. I've got a tote of dry wood, that my last tote, and then this is all kind of wet stuff, but on the warmer days this isn't so bad. Use the drier stuff to get the fire going if I let it burn out. Otherwise, just keep her smoldering. Just means I'll have to do a good scrub of that chimney on the first nice day I get. When I get a little more time. Oh. Oh. Okay. Swing that axe. Split that wood. You know what's surprising? I've never hit with the wrong side of the axe. I mean, it does help. It's got a little bit of counterbalance to it, but like, I'm not paying that much attention. I'm just swinging away. I've never blundered. I feel like the reverb from hitting it with the hammer with that much force would be brutal. Andy says, what state are you in? We are in Canada. We're in northern Canada. How are you doing? Welcome. That's why it's so snowy out here. It was minus 31 degrees Celsius this morning. Probably about minus 15 right now. It's warmed up quite a bit. My ears aren't falling off because as long as I stay out in the sun's got some heat to it. And we are doing a sub 4 push-up challenge. If you guys hit that subscribe button, we will get down and give you 5 push-ups. We've done 10 only so far. Last week we did 150. Now, last week I was much more engaged in the push-up part of the challenge. And maybe once I'm done splitting wood, we will do that again. Last week, we were in with the baby goats, and we were highly encouraging the push-ups. But if you hit that sub button, we are gonna do 5 push-ups. In between, we're splitting wood, so our arms are gonna fall off tomorrow. It's like my weekend homestead workout. And Andy said, nice, already a subscriber, I'd make you do some push-ups. Well, thank you for hitting that sub button already, my friend. I appreciate you, Andy. Like I said, once we're done splitting this stack of wood, I only have a few more to go. Try to get enough wood split for the week. And then we are going to, we're gonna go hang out with the animals next. I'll bring you guys with me. We'll go see some baby goats. See the donkey and go hang out with some cows. Oh, I see a subscriber. And so that means get down and give you 5 push-ups. This will be 15. Thank you for the 3 subs so far, guys. On the journey to 2,800. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew, we are at 15 and swinging an axe in between, keeping the blood flowing in them jello arms. Bobby says, I just subbed, first time on the channel. Bobby, welcome to My Wildlife. This is my off-grid homestead. And Andy said, that's a good challenge. I may have to do that challenge on my channel. Andy, I didn't realize you had a channel of your own. What do you do on your channel? Give a blurb, tell us about it. How many subscribers? That tells us kind of where along your journey you are and what kind of content you make. Tell me about it. And Bobby, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. We're at my off-grid homestead. We are doing a subscribe and I'll do 5 push-ups challenge. And then while I split wood, and then we're continuing the challenge while we go hang out with the farm animals. A little less sanitary, but hey, it is what it is. Last week when we did this challenge, we ended up doing 150 push-ups. I'm not gonna lie, it was also 150 squats. I dropped the squats for this week because we're splitting wood. Last week it was 150 push-ups, 150 squats. I see another subscriber. That means 5 more push-ups, which will bring us up to 20. Oh no! Wait, yes? I didn't know if I saw it go up and then down. I think it went up. We're doing 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 20. That's 20 push-ups, guys. Hit that subscribe button. 5 push-ups every subscriber. Doing 5 push-ups for every subscriber. In between swinging the 8-pound splitting ball and, you know, trying to pick up some logs. That's not gonna work with this one. It's too frozen. This one's too frozen. So, let's see what Andy has to say. Andy says, I'm a competitive slingshot shooter, kind of known for being one of the fastest shooters. Andy, I'm gonna give you a challenge. Either while you're here on another tab or afterwards, comment on any one of my other videos. It's gonna make it really easy for me to find you. And then that way I can check your channel out and subscribe and keep up to date with your slingshot shooting. So just comment on any one of my other videos. It makes it easier to find you. In the meantime, guys, 1 subscriber equals 5 push-ups. We are at 20. We're keeping track. We're keeping track mentally. I've got a screen up behind me that's telling me my live subscriber count. So we have done 20 push-ups so far. Meanwhile, we are just busting out the work with the axe, splitting all that wood. think I only see like 2 more pieces left to split. So once we get 2 more pieces done, we're gonna go hang out with the animals. And then maybe I'll really push the subscriber challenge while I'm with the goats. Ah, I missed. I just took the corner out of that one. I was trying to hit off to the side because there's a gnarly knot in this one that's gonna make it awful to split. This one's gonna be brutal. Well, we'll try again. We took a piece off of it. I don't know if I'll be able to break it down again. Let's go check out that comment 1 second. Whew. And he says, will do. And Red Librarians in the chat says, if I could sub more than once, I would. Red, I appreciate you stopping in. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. Sunday. There we go. Good enough for that one. And, do I want to go grab more? I think we're going to leave this giant pile of wood. We're going to take you guys on a journey towards the animals. Let's take this live stream, let's take the music, let's take everything and go see, let's go see all the animals. We'll bring everything with us. We'll leave our water behind. Who needs water anyway? Let's take a walk. I'm gonna drop the Wi-Fi off on my camera, so if I lose you guys, sorry, but I'm gonna switch you guys off Wi-Fi. When we go to data, it's a little bit easier. Okay, let's go see some of the farm animals. Hey, goats. Here's some of the goats coming to say hello while I try to get in the gate. Hi, guys. I'm gonna sneak around. Hey, Bast. Let me in here. Okay. Let's set you guys right here for a second while I try to put some stuff down. We'll put the music there. We'll put this phone over here. Hi, goats. Oh, yes, I see you. Actually, this one's got to stay over here so we don't lose Wi-Fi. That one's got to stay right there. Okay, sorry, trying to get set back up. We'll put you guys up here. Stretch this out. There we go. Gotta swap this in. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get set up. I'm trying to get set up while I got the baby goats here. Okay, let's try to keep that closed. Extend the pole. There we go. Okay, let's close this door where I dropped my glove. We're gonna need that. And let's close this door. And we'll let the baby goats stretch their legs a little bit. Okay, guys. How am I gonna get you guys out of here right now? Here's the baby goats. I've got them on the other side of the wall here, but I've got the wall kind of buried in, so it's kind of hard to open the door. Hi, Mama. Hello. This is Noe, and there's the 2 baby goats hiding in the corner by the heat pads. There they are there. Trying to decide how I want to do this. I think I would rather hang out with the animals that are out there in the warmth. But I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to stay close enough to my Wi-Fi. Hi, goats. You know, if it was warmer, I would bring them out with me, but it's so dang cold out here today that I think they're probably better just cuddled by the heat pad. Why don't we just turn this, you know what? Bring this guy. Take this closer. We're gonna come out of here because I think it's best if I leave the baby goats alone because I don't want to dig out their door. There's always something on a homestead. But right now, they're fine in there. Cool. Let's go hang out go. Sorry guys, I lost you for a second. Gotta tighten the screen, tighten it. Sorry, we disappeared for a second. We're having all sorts of headaches here trying to get going. Okay, let's move this back to here. Trying to see my phone, bear with me. Okay. There we go. Let's go hang out by the donkeys and cows. All right, everyone. Everyone's all partying over here. Drop you guys into the snow. There. And we'll see if we can set this guy down. If we're still connected to the Wi-Fi, we are. Turn the music up. Sorry guys, I'm trying to figure out how best to get set up. How long have you been living on the homestead or living the homestead life? We're 2.5 years. It'll be 3 in the fall. Will this stick? It won't stick. But we can keep it up out of the snow still. So yeah, the donkey and the cows right there, right behind us. So guys, we are doing a subscriber push-up challenge now. We were doing it a little bit at the start, but now we're gonna focus a little more on it. I'm just trying to get myself situated since we moved off of the firewood pile, since we kind of finished that job. We'll put that right there like that, and that like that. There we go. And now we're just with all the farm animals. Oh, Georgia said no to the cow. She just gave her a little bit of a headbutt. Said, get out of here. Nobody's got time for that. So we got Georgia chilling. Hey, Georgia. I know. Oh, it was cold this morning. Minus 31, but the sun is out and it's warming up nicely. Goats, try not to eat my phone. Hey, I got 2 goats trying to eat my phone. Guys, oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, let's try that again. There. It is what it is. And Andy says, very cool. I'm a tiny house in the woods from 4,000 square feet to 420 square feet, and I love it. We're in a similar boat, except my place is bigger than that. When I got my place, it was like 900, and I put about a 400 square foot addition off the back of it to add a master bedroom, master bathroom. But it's a lot smaller than what we were used to. I wasn't at 4,000, but I was at around a 2,400 square foot place. So definitely it's interesting. A lot of people, we work our way up to that big fancy house, and then we get it, spend a couple years in it, maybe 5-10 years, and then come right back out into the country, downsize, and realize that we ain't about that lifestyle. I mean, how much more awesome is this than hanging out in a city, seeing what restaurant I want to go to for supper tonight? I'd much rather just go harvest eggs from the chicken coop, hang out with a donkey and cows, goats, of course. This girl here, Evie, she's one of the ones that's pregnant, due any day now. Like, she's due very soon. So, how are you doing, girl? Mimi's in the hay bale over there. She's also very pregnant, due any day now. And of course, I've got the donkey right behind me. Donkey. Hi, Georgia. You're just chilling, eh? She says, I found a comfortable spot. I'm not in the snow. And it's warm out with the sun. She's basking, listening to all the sounds. Oh, hey. You're gonna get stepped on there though. Look out, Bobby. Yeah, otherwise, beautiful day out. Beautiful day out. It's hard to complain. Just did some house chores this morning. The church I go to, because I'm out in the middle of nowhere, it only goes the first 3 weekends of every month. And I guess there's no mass today. And then doesn't start again until next week. So with the kids, we just did an hour prayer service instead. And then the kids and wife went to the ski hill while I stayed home with the animals, did the animal chores. cleaned the house, now split some firewood, now hanging out with you guys for a little bit. So it's a nice day out. Nice day out. Isn't that right, Gabby? We got Gabby over here. I'll give you guys the rundown. So this big girl here, that's Gabby. She's a black Angus, and she is pregnant, due to have a baby in the late spring, early summer. Then we've got Oreo there. This is Orion. He is our male breeding goat. And then we've got Mimi, the brown one there. Evie's tucked in behind her. Bast is right there. This is Bast right here, here. Then we've got Georgia chilling, the Georgia the donkey. And then we've got Bobby and Bernadette in behind. And then Faye and Elsa are currently eating a tree. And then Noe is the one who has the babies. And I've got them on house arrest because as much as the sun is nice out here, it's still pretty cold. And the babies are snuggled up by their heat pad, just trying to keep them warm, make sure that they don't get too cold. Hi, Gabby. Gabby's letting out some interesting sounds that she's digesting. And guys, if you're new here, feel free to ask any questions, or, you know, if you're a longtime subscriber and there's anything you guys want to know specifically, we're just chilling. So now would be the time to ask any questions and I'll give you the answers. Isn't that right, Gabby? Isn't that right? Otherwise, we're just hanging out, chilling, enjoying the sun. I'm going to leave you guys for 1 second. You know what? I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to take you with me. Let's go see what we have. I'm assuming we're going to have quite a bit of chicken eggs because when I did my animal chores this morning, there was only one chicken egg. And I would expect to have 7 or 8 of them by now. So let's go see the chickens. And Bobby says, how long does that roll of hay last? Is that a 1,000-pound roll? When it's on the wetter side, closer to 2,000 pounds. It's a 5-foot by 5-foot bale. Lasts a week. Lasts 1 week. So I usually will put about 2 of them out here at a time. I just put that one out the other day, and then we had this cold blast. I didn't want to run the machine while it was super, super cold. Here's the chickens. Chickens. What do we got for eggs? We got, oh boy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 eggs off of these girls. We're gonna have to grab the egg basket. Embarrassingly enough, this morning when I collected my eggs, the duck eggs specifically, I had my basket of eggs and I was juggling a pail of water, some rabbit feed, a water pump, and my basket of eggs. We're gonna see if we have any duck eggs lingering in here right now. Hey guys. Hello. Anyone lay any stray eggs? No. Ducks are more consistently laying first thing in the morning, but I've already collected their eggs. Hi guys. Andy says, hanging with you on a nice day here shooting. Nice. There's the ducks. I'm gonna leave them be. I'm surprised that they're not out basking in the sun. Normally they'll be out here. I leave their door open. We gotta grab the egg basket because I'm not gonna risk dropping another 8 eggs. This morning that was brutally embarrassing. Come in to see my wife with a basket of broken eggs. Ended up having to crush them up and feed them back to the chickens. So let's not do that again. So yeah, it's about a week of hay there. And I currently have 1, 2, what do I got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got about 4 or 5 bales left. So I've got about a month, well, plus that one. So I've got a month and a half worth of hay left to make it through. Grab the egg basket here. So I've got about a month and a half of hay left. So we're hoping for some warmer weather, but all week it's supposed to be above zero. So hopefully this snow starts to melt and we can get the animals into the fields by April. So hopefully a warm March melts this snow. One thing that was brutal, the other day we got hit with a massive amount of snow, and I had to plow out this whole area, but you can see how high the snow is here. I try to keep it right down, and so I had to plow this whole area out with the skid steer so that I could get to my gate and get things open. And it was just miserably cold when I was doing that. And W to Darlene, throwing out the gift. Sent a lucky Shiba. Thank you, Darlene, for the Shiba cat jewels. That's 134 jewels from Darlene. Thank you, thank you. And guys, don't forget to hit that like button. We're gonna go collect some chicken eggs. And guys, hit that subscribe button. We're doing 5 push-ups for every subscriber. We've done 20 so far. Hit that subscribe button. When I get back to the phone and I see how much we've done, we will do some catch up if we have any subscribers. So here are the chickie poos. If I can spin you guys around. Here's the chickens again. And we're gonna collect these eggs. And Evan, how you doing, Evan? We're collecting some eggs. And we are doing 5 push-ups for every subscriber. We've done 20 so far. Last week, we did a whopping 150 push-ups. Okay, there we go. We'll leave these girls and boys alone. There's the chickens. There's the eggs, and we're gonna not drop them again. This morning, I dropped my duck eggs. Let's spin you guys back around if I can. I need to take my gloves off. Oh no. Georgia sent some chips. Thank you, Georgia. I appreciate that, Jules. This morning when I was with the ducks, I collected my duck eggs and I dropped the basket. I was juggling a water pump, a bucket of water, some rabbit feed. I thought I could do it all. I had a basket of eggs in my pocket. I thought I was a superhero. I thought I was He-Man. And next thing you know, I go to open a gate and I dropped the basket of eggs. I broke 8 eggs, cracked them all, and had to feed them back to the chickens. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So we're gonna put these eggs away in the house before we drop them. Guys, we're doing 5 push-ups for every subscriber. We've done 20 so far, so that's 4 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button in a minute when I get back over to the phone, hanging out with the cows. If we have any subscribers, we'll do some catching up, do some push-ups. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, make me work. This morning we were splitting some firewood when we started this stream and did 20 push-ups, but I want to do more. Last week we did 150. 150 push-ups, 150 squats. We're setting the basket of eggs down right there. Stay good. And let's go back to the animal. Oh, I appreciate the jewels, guys. I need to save up for a new tripod because this is the 3rd one I've broken. Trying to juggle you guys with the animals. It's very quick and easy to drop the tripod. So we need to get a new one so that we can keep on streaming. Right now I'm just shoving the broken end into the snow. It'll do the job for now. Let's go see the animals. 1 subscriber equals 5 push-ups, guys. Let's see if we got any. Ugh. Otherwise, we're hanging out with these girls. No subscribers yet, assuming that we're still connected to the internet. So we will just keep hanging out. Let's just double check. I am connected to the internet. No love. That's okay. Let's try to stand you guys up taller. There. Let's make a new hole right there. And we still got Georgia chilling right there. Here's the donkey. Oh, Beautiful day though, beautiful day. The sun is out. This morning was nasty cold, but it's gotten a lot warmer. Georgia says, you thought you were female? That's what we did. What are you talking about? And Freshly Wild is saying that beard is coming in nicely. Thank you, thank you. We trimmed it this morning. I'm not the kind of guy, I really don't think I'm capable of growing like a big beard. It just starts to curl. When it gets too long, it doesn't keep coming down. It just curls up to my chin. So I use that as the baseline of where to trim it. And Georgia says, no, you carry lots of things. You carry lots of things at once, like us. Except I failed. I failed miserably and broke all my eggs this morning. But hey, the chickens saved the day and gave us 8 new eggs. So at least we have that. Hi, Georgia. Hello. And Georgia, this is your twin. She's just basking in the sun. She's loving it. I just worry that Bobby there is gonna step on her. You good, girl? You just sleeping? You trying to sleep out here? Trying to stay comfy? Says, yeah, but there's a piece of poop by my face. There. There you go. Is that better? Is that better? There. So now she's nice and comfy and she doesn't have to worry about putting her head too close to anything. Guys, if you hit that subscribe button, we're doing 5 push-ups for every subscriber. We've done 20 so far. That's 4 subscribers. Last week, we did 150. Last week, I was taking it up a notch. I was doing 5 push-ups and 5 squats. But, 150 of each. I was hurting come Monday, Tuesday. So, guys, hit that subscribe button, and we'll get down with Georgia here, and we'll do 5 push-ups and hope that she doesn't eat the hat right off my head. So, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Otherwise, guys, I'm here to chat, so we can just keep talking. Anything you guys want to talk about. Hello, Faye. Hello. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey. Hi. You want to come say hi to the camera? Hello. I've got 2 phones. I got one down on the ground so I can keep track of the subscriber count. And the goats seem to like to check it out and lick it. Try not to eat that. And guys, if my phone doesn't load and you hit that subscribe button, just let me know. It is getting tossed around in the snow. It's very snowy because I got goats that like to lick the screen, and that's okay. That's okay. Let's just try to, yeah. There, maybe there. So if you hit that subscribe button and I don't notice, just let me know. Oh. There. Sorry, guys. So, this is Faye. Come here, Faye. Oh, come here. Come here. You want to come over? Oh, come say hi. I have dog collars on all the goats so that I can guide them. It makes it so much easier just to walk them around. They follow really well. It's not like you got to pull on them. I just put one finger on it and it just guides them. They're good walkers. Let's bring you Mimi. She's one of the pregnant ones who's about to have her baby any day now. Come here, girl. Come here. Come here. Oh. So this one is Mimi. Mimi is, probably a good 5 months pregnant. I thought she was gonna have her babies like a month ago. So every day we're getting closer and closer. She is so round, so ready, just not yet. So normally, if I'm not home during the days, I put the goats in a pen. Hello. I put them in a separate pen so that I can just make sure that if they have their babies, they're not going to be in the snow, not going to be stepped on by another animal. But while I'm home, I'm out here listening. I've got baby monitors outside, so when I'm in the house, I can hear. And yeah, we're just paying attention to the goats, and that way if they start going into labor, we can make sure that we have a safe and successful pregnancy, birth, labor, all that fun stuff. And Darren says a like equals 1 push-up. It's not a bad idea. I don't know if I want to catch up to 26 likes, but I think we can. I think we could try. Why don't we do it? We'll do it in sets of 10. We'll do it in sets of 10 because we're not hitting that push-up goal. Let's find a relatively sanitary spot out here, if you could ever call a farmyard sanitary. Let's just make sure that we got a relatively clean patch here, and we'll give you 10 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hi, Georgia. 8, 9, 10. There's 10 for you. There's 10. Beautiful day. If you guys hit that subscribe button, every subscriber we're doing 5 push-ups, and sure, I'll top up. I got 16 more to catch up to likes. So guys, hit that subscribe button or hit that like button and help us get a workout in today. I'll do 6 more, and that way I can do a set of 10 afterwards. Here, girl. Step aside. Step aside. What are you doing? Now that we've given her some pets, she doesn't want to get out of the way, which is okay with me. Hello, Mimi. Hello. Hello. How are you? How are you? I'm just feeling her side to see if I can feel the babies move. They hold so well. It's really, until they're really, really close, it's hard to feel them move. I don't feel anything right now, but she might be carrying really deep. She's much deeper than some of the other ones. I find our pygmy goats tend to carry very wide, and you can see the babies on the sides, whereas the Nubians are more round and deep. Much harder to see, much harder to tell. Hello, girl. Oh, she just wants to hang out. Gabby. What you doing, Gab? Our big black Angus cow just stood up beside me. Let's switch over to Gabby for a second. The Gabby camera. Hi, Gabby. How are you? Oh, are you gonna step away? Where are you going? You want to stretch your legs? You've been lying down too long. Gabby's a good girl. Some of my other cows are super, super skittish, whereas Gabby's nice and relaxed, nice and chill. These girls behind me here, Bobby and Bernadette, I need to be a little bit careful around them when the other animals are here because they spook really easy. These 2 cows, when they get spooked, they start bucking and jumping. So you got to watch when all the animals are around here, that you're nice and slow and careful when you move. Looks like Georgia was getting a little bit jealous. Georgia wants some hugs. Hi, Georgia. Hello. She saw Mimi getting the hugs and she wanted some attention. Hello, girl. Some face scratches. How's that feel? So this is Georgia, and she's a standard donkey. She's due to have her baby in the summer. They have a long gestation period, the longest of all the animals we've got. They are pregnant for 12 to 13 months. So it takes a long time to reproduce donkeys. Typically only have 1 baby at a time. So they are a slow reproducer, but they also live to be 40 years old as long as they stay healthy and happy. They've got a long life expectancy. The goats, I want to say, are closer to that of a dog, like a 9 to 12 year life expectancy. The cows are closer to 20 years, 20 to 30 years. And yeah, the rabbits kind of range. The rabbits' life expectancy, I would say, is probably 5 to 7 years, in that range. And then ducks and chickens, they live until a fox gets them. kind of hard to tell what their actual maximum life expectancy is because they get a lot of predators. Hey guys, stop eating the phone. Can you not eat the phone? Oh boy. The goats are loving the phone right now. Hello. Hi, Gabby. Gabby's on the move. So is Bobby. And this one here is Bobby. Hi, Bobby. This one's Bobby, and then of course I got Faye right here checking us out, trying to eat the camera. Are you trying to eat the camera? We'll put this one in our pocket. I think she turned the volume up too. There we go. And we'll reset that. There we go. And where are we at? Right there. Continue to studio. We hit the back button. There we go. Oh. When you get snow and licks on your phone, everything starts to ghost touch, phantom touch. It makes it very hard to utilize two phones. But that's okay. I don't know if I can switch back. My hands are too wet now, girl. I can't even touch the screen. Stop trying to eat me. Okay. There. Be careful, Bobby. Be careful, Bobby. Hello, Bobby. Hi. Do you want to come say hi? I might have some treats in my pocket. Do you want some treats? Do you want some treats, Bobby? Here. This cow is super skittish, so it's good that she's coming up to me. Here, you, over. There you guys go. You can share. There. And Miguel says, hi. How you doing, Miguel? And Faye says, Faye is all up in your business. Or Darko said. And Miguel... I don't even know which flag that is. I think it's Iranian, so we're just going to hide it because we don't want to get political. The world is a crazy place right now. But we're just out here on the homestead. Faye is all up in my business. She just wants to see what we're doing. She's just hanging out. Guys, hit that subscribe button. For every subscriber, we're doing 5 push-ups. We've done 30 so far because we gave a bonus 10 out there. Yeah, hit that subscribe button. Ask any questions. We're hanging out with the farm animals. Just chilling out here. Faye is our Alpine Toggenburg. She is our full-size goat. We also have her baby Elsa hiding behind Bobby. So we've got 2 full-size goats. The rest are miniature goats. Hello. And the cows are on the move. Just gonna go enjoy some tree rubs. One of them's still behind the donkey. And let's see if I can just sit this down. All right, like that. There. So yeah, one of these hay bales, this is a 5 foot by 5 foot round bale. It's about 1,500 pounds. Each one lasts a week. So we're putting one out here every single week. Sometimes if I know it's going to be a really cold week, or if I know I'm going to be really busy, I'll put 2 or 3 of them out here. The one problem I have when I put a bunch of hay bales out in the field at the same time, I find they will pick at it, they'll spread it to the ground, and then they'll just move on to the more full bale. I think they like the sensation of biting and pulling at the hay bale, and so once they spread it to the ground, they use it more as bedding. And at $65 a bale, you don't want them just wasting it. So we set them out in the field one at a time and let the animals pick at it, and then bring another one out. So usually once a week. I try to rotate a little bit where I'm putting them, and that way anything that is left on the ground afterwards will just decompose, add the seeds back into this field, and just make for a better pasture going forward. So we try to spread it out a little bit as to where we put it at the start of the year before we really get a lot of snow. I will put them further back in the field, but obviously once we get this much snow, it's hard to push these bales around. So they tend to stay a little bit closer to the barn. And then we also have the pregnant goats right now. And so we want to, I just saw 2 goats come out of the barn. We've got some pregnant goats right now. And so we want to keep the hay closer to the barn, because when the pregnant goats have their babies, we need to pull the hay off the bale and hand carry it over to the goats that are having their babies. So yeah, we try to keep things as simple as possible, but it's a learning process. Because my wife and I never grew up on a farm or a homestead, everything we do is trying to figure it out, learn, come up with better ways. So, you know, I'll build a building and maybe I wish I would have did the roof higher, or I would have had access from the outside, or, you know, made the pens easier to muck out in certain ways. And so as you build things, you kind of learn, figure out what your pain points are, and try to adapt. I am building a second barn this summer, and so we're going to take a lot of the things we've learned and add that in. Jeff VQ, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're having a fantastic Sunday. And guys, if you want to see some amazing recipes and cooking content, go check out Jeff VQ on YouTube. Check out his channel. How you doing, buddy? Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're just out here on the homestead, enjoying some sun for once, and hanging out with the animals. And guys, we're doing 1 subscriber equals 5 push-ups. I see we've got 1 subscriber, so we're gonna do 5 more push-ups. We've done 30, so this will be 35 push-ups. Hello. We find a relatively sanitary spot, if you can have a sanitary spot on a farm. Try not to get stepped on or get poop on us, because, you know, this challenge is much more sanitary when we're doing it by the wood pile than over here. Let's try to make ourselves at home here, and we're gonna drop and give you 5 more push-ups. So this is 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 35, and we didn't get headbutt by a goat, and we didn't get kicked by a donkey. So that is a win. We survived those 5 push-ups. This is like extreme push-up challenge, because you know what, guys? If we get 1 more subscriber, I'll do 1 better. I might have to do girly push-ups because it's not big enough, but whoever subscribes next will climb up on top of that hay bale, and I'll give you 5. I'll give you 5 from on top of the hay bale. So if anyone is watching who hasn't already, hit that subscribe button, and we'll climb up there and we'll give you 5 more push-ups. And we're at 30 likes. Thanks, guys. Hit that like button while you're at it. Just double tap the screen or hit it on a computer. Like. Otherwise, we are just chilling. Jeff says the animals are feeding together. Yes, we keep all of our animals together, other than I have a pregnant goat. Well, I have a goat who just had babies 4 weeks ago. So she is in a pen with her babies. And so I bring food out to her rather than her coming out here, because you don't want the little ones getting stepped on when you've got the big animals. The other goats, it's not a concern. It's just the cows, the big ones. You got to be careful that they don't step on one of the other animals. So otherwise, it's, yeah, it's very, you know, homely, very nice. They all get together well. They're careful when they're eating. They watch out for each other. The only thing I got to watch is these brown cows spook pretty easy. And so you got to be careful that you don't surprise them. Otherwise, they could step on a goat. So you do have to be very slow and cautious around them. I've got the donkey over here who is chill. She's super, super relaxed. So there's no need to worry about spooking her. You just come up, give her some pets. She's fine. It's that brown cow. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna give you a quick example. Maybe not, she's on the move. I was gonna say, I'm gonna sneak around. I'm going to show you how Bobby reacts, because she's not near another animal, so nobody's going to get trampled. But you'll see how they just kind of buck, if she'll even let me. If she'll even let me. Hi, Bobby. Bobby, can I come say hi? Can I come give you a pet? Are you gonna let me pet you? Are you gonna let me pet you? No, you're sniffing my hand. You're like, does he have treats? He doesn't, but he just wants to see if he can pet you. Nope. So that was a pretty gentle escape, but imagine that. Imagine that near other animals. You don't want them to get stepped on. So as long as you're slow and cautious around them, you don't spook them, they're good. But these two brown cows, we bought them in the fall. They're less than a year old, almost a year old. So they're still young. They came from a herd where they're not used to being socially interacted with humans every day. And so they're definitely more skittish than the other ones. But the more we work with them, the more friendly they get and the less spooked they get. And guys, I have a screen right there so I can see when it happens. Hit that subscribe button. For every subscriber, I'm doing 5 push-ups. We're at 35. Last week we did 150. Last week we did 150 push-ups, 150 squats. So hit that subscribe button and we'll do some push-ups. What I want to do, and I don't want to do it just for fun, someone's got to hit that subscribe button. I'd like to climb up on the bale and do a set up there. I feel like that's a good cinematic moment. So hit that subscribe button and make me climb up on a hay bale and do some push-ups in front of all the animals. It's a little more sanitary at the top of the bale than it is at the bottom of the bale for obvious reasons. Lily! Lily's out barking at something. I can't tell what. And yes, Jeff, all of the farm animals are friends. They get along very well. Oh, I spooked her. Hi, girl. Hi. Nope. Sometimes the goats, they will fight a little bit, just pecking order and dominance. It's normal, it's natural. Just like dogs will do it, the goats will do it as well. So they'll boss each other around a little bit. So you might see the odd time where a goat might give another goat a headbutt. But even then, they're not trying to hurt each other. They're just trying to show who's boss. It could be worse. They're definitely more gentle than they need to be. But yeah, guys, hit that subscribe button. 1 subscriber equals 5 push-ups. And otherwise, feel free to drop a comment or a question in the chat. We're at our off-grid homestead. One of the big projects that I've got gonna be doing this year is I've hauled a sea can out on the property. We'll pick this up for a second. I put a sea can way over there behind the solar panels, and I'm going to convert that sea can into a barn. So there's going to be many a video or live stream during that. What I'm going to be looking to do is, what I'm going to be doing is buying a sawmill. So I've got a couple projects that are going to stack together. One, I'm going to be cutting a road down to the south side of my property. So this property here is a peninsula. That means that the lake goes all the way around the property. And on the south side is a gorgeous beach. So I want to cut a road all the way down to the beach. Right now I just have a walking trail into there, but I'd like to make a road, a proper road. And all the wood I pull out of there, I'm going to bring out here and mill it all to turn it into our barn, our second barn. And Jeff said, my friend, I will stay until the end of the stream. I'll just have to do my early walking exercise outside at 6 a.m. here in the Philippines. I'll be back in an hour. I hope to catch you later. Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate you, Jeff, and have a good walk. That's awesome that you get to do the early morning walk. My early morning is the farm chores. We got to get up and collect the eggs, haul water for the animals, which gets way easier in the summer. In the summer, we don't have to worry about all the water freezing, so you can use much larger containers and add much more water. Also, we can rig up the garden hose, and I have like 4 hoses set up so that I can just walk over, crank the hose for all the animals, and life gets really easy. But in the winter, you're hauling 20-liter pails. We got to haul water to the chickens, rabbits, ducks, and goats that are in the pens every day. I have an automatic waterer, so what I do is I bring pails outside to my automatic waterer, hand pump it. I've got a primer pump, hand pump, pump it into the pails, then haul the pails out to the animals, refill, do that a couple times. So that is every morning we do that. Sometimes throughout the day as well. And then, collect eggs add some straw and some feed to the animals. And that's the morning routine. Bobby, or Bernadette, be nice. Bernadette was kind of shoving Faye out of the way. Oh, Bernadette. Oh, Bernadette. Be nice, girl. She wants to go see what the other two cows are doing. The other two cows are going over towards water. She's just pushing her way over. Yeah, come over, Faye. It's crazy the difference when you see the full-size cow and you see Gabby compared to the other cows. Gabby is full-size, so around 1,000 to 1,200 pounds, whereas these heifers are still small, less than a year old. So they're around the 600 pounds, and it's a substantial difference in size. And then you got Faye here, who's probably about 100 pounds, 120 pounds. Put her in the 120 to 150 pounds. And then Georgia here is in the 400 to 500 pound range, maybe closer to 500. And then these smaller goats here, these miniature goats, the Nubians and Pygmies, are in that 75 pound range. I'd put them closer to 75 pounds. So they're much more easy to manage. I see a piece of twine on the ground. Ugh. Pick that up. Got to be careful with the twine, because if you let the if you let this just go, an animal can get their feet tangled in it, or if a cow or someone decides to swallow it, they can't digest it properly, and so that can be a serious medical concern for them. You definitely got to stay on top of that. Sorry, girl. Gotta move that so that nobody gets hurt. Got a couple lines here buried under the hay bale. I don't like cutting it all at once. I like to cut it and break it off as it loosens, because otherwise, if you cut it all at once, the hay bale just falls apart, and then they increase their risk of parasite load because they're using the facilities right where they're eating. So I like to try to keep it bound up and just get rid of the loose pieces that are tripping hazards. Well, guys, I think we are at 77 minutes. I think I'm gonna end it here so I can do a little bit more chores and responsibilities. I've got to stack all that wood we split, and I feel like it's no fun to do that. Too Evil to Hope says, why not 5 burpees instead of push-ups? Well, last week we did 150 push-ups and 150 squats. We were doing squats and push-ups. Today we're just doing the push-ups. We only did 35. It's a slower day today, but that's okay. Jeff says, please like, subscribe, y'all. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate you guys. We've had a good conversation. It's been a good stream. But I think I'm going to end it. I am starting to get cold because I'm not getting enough subscribers to work out. So I think we're going to go inside, do some stuff, and I'm going to end the stream here. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for joining. Thanks for subscribing. Andy, Jeff, Too Evil, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you guys. Jeff with the dono. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate you. And I hope you have a fantastic walk, my friend. Take care. And until next time, guys, stay wild.